Hey everyone, Mitchell back here on my YouTube channel. This is really good news because NBA Commissioner Adam Silver confirmed that the NBA could resume play this summer. It could start as early as the beginning of June, which would be really good. And I think the playoffs on my guess would be around the end of July, and you would give them about 2 weeks to prepare for training camp and that type of thing. They can practice in the Disney premises, but it will mainly be played in Disney premises. There was talk about it being in Las Vegas for a very long time, where they hold summer league and that type of stuff right before the season normally would start, but it would start in June, and then I think the NBA finals would end in September or October, I think. In the playoffs, they're talking about doing best of five or best of three, so we will really see about that part. But they would be staying at Disney's Pop Century. They would be staying at the Art of Animation Resort, and I forgot the other. And I've been to Disney World a few times, so I kind of know pretty well on how the place goes, other than when they remodeled. So I visited there a few times. Great place to go. Love Orlando area in general, and that's where they would live at, and the players would live at the Disney World premises till the end of the season if this happened. I'm just really glad that Adam Silver is optimistic. I think with the ESPN and their partnership with the Walt Disney Company, as ESPN is owned by Disney, I think their partnership is really good, and I think they can really strive to do it there, and they will also be close to the hospital clinics down there if the players ever need to get checked out, which I think they should for safety wise before they start competing again and playing basketball like they did about a month and a half ago before this all happened. And they'll be close to clinics just to get those checkups, because those will be very important. And then the games, they have apparently 3 arenas, especially the Wild World Sports Arena. There's literally broadcast stations at all 3 of them, and I think they can really pull it out even without fans. And they can really like make it in private just for the players only. And then the announcers, since there is an announcing booth at almost all of them, I think they can even make room for the TV analysts to be there too. And then you have like Marv Albert staying at one of the Disney hotels, and it's just, yep, I think you can interview them and see how they think of it, and you definitely have room for them too, along with the players, along with the coaches and the personnel, the managers. You really have room for all of them. And then Disney can also provide meals for them, as they're still making their money as they are. If they make the playoffs, they can still really provide for them and really clean up their rooms regularly. And lastly, before I end here, Disney literally has empty rooms at their resorts. The Walt Disney World Resort has been closed since I think late March, and people started to cancel their vacations up to probably late this summer, just because of the coronavirus pandemic. It's really not safe to be there right now. But with there being empty rooms, I think they can really do it. And Florida is also has an essential site. The governor from Florida said all pro sports are essential in Florida, so that's why I think there's another chance. And hey, we'll take it. I'm really jacked about that news yesterday, along with golf courses opening in Wisconsin, because I live in Wisconsin. I waited all spring just to get out in the golf course, since it wasn't approved for quite a while, especially when the weather got nice. But it's finally approved for next Friday. All golf courses will be open effective 8 a.m. next week, so that's more good news. But this is even bigger just because I so miss the NBA, and this is one of the best chances the Milwaukee Bucks have to win the finals. Their lineup is so legit. They would still have the same players, and they would just resume regular season play, I believe, for a month on what I'm reading, and then playoffs would begin from there. And if we had a fall NBA finals or late summer or something, we will take it. It's just something to watch at night as we're trying to enjoy our very different summer with COVID-19. It would still be just really fun to watch, and hearing the NBA playoffs theme again, I would just love every minute of it. And then having Giannis get a second chance over not winning a championship at all. They would all get a second chance. All the players out there that are really wanting to compete for the full championship experience. So, and then you have LeBron doing that, since he's at that age where he could retire in a few years. Especially as a Bucks fan, they really have it going right now. So hope you guys enjoyed the segment. I'm really feeling hopeful and optimistic, just like Commissioner Silver, and we will really see what happens. So go Bucks, and see you guys on my next video.